Morning, John. Hey, hello, Claire. Betsy. Morning. Hi, Vincetta. Come over here. Vincetta. Vincetta. Hello. Right, the people over there. Hello. Oh, what have you done? Oh dear. Apart from your ear, you stubbed your toe. Morning, everybody. I'm Vincent, and this is Vincetta. Good morning. Today we are going to paint Starry Night.
With these colours.
If you haven't joined us before, thanks very much for joining in. What happens here is I'm going to teach Vincetta how to make this masterpiece by recreating it. You sort of follow along. You can send your messages in, we'll try and help you along the way. You can watch it back later if you... Oh yeah, good bit of singing. Yeah, definitely doing my little speech. Yeah. We've had a little trouble with our ears. Singing a little bit. Yeah, if you get stuck, you can watch it back later. Because we go pretty quick, don't we, Dave? Vincetta. Vincetta! Do you try to trip me up? Alright, here we go. Right then, let's do it. It's 12 o'clock. Right, first off, I need to give you your reference. For the people at home, you should have, hopefully, you should have a little photograph here which is on the page, and you can print it off for your reference or look at it on a different device on the side. So we're going to have to keep looking at this all the time to make our painting. We're just going to hold that Vincetta for me. Talk to the people.
Hello.
Alright, so this is going to be Vincetta's reference. Which we're going to put over here. First thing we're going to do, for those of you that are desperate to get started, we're going to paint the whole canvas yellow. Yellow and white, a very light yellow. If you're using paper, make sure you tape your paper all the way around the edges, so that later when you peel off the tape you've got a lovely border. If you're using canvas, paint around the edges of your canvas, and you don't need to bother framing it. Right, I need a canvas. Go on, Vincetta. Vincetta, she's off. She doesn't mess about. She's painting the whole thing yellow. I'm going to move this. It's a light yellow, yellow and white paint. Let's have a look, see how I'm getting on. I need to move this further forward.
Maybe it was a bad idea to paint the paint.
You want some more? You want more paint in there? Let's have a look. Nearly there. So somebody says they can't hear anything. Can everyone else hear us? That would be pretty bad if it was silent. Okay. Finally, I get organised. Big brush. Paint the whole thing. A light yellow, so that's white and yellow, and we're doing the whole thing. Get rid of the nasty canvas, the nasty white canvas. That's it. Paint around the edges first. You don't have to worry about if it's patchy, if it's a little bit too yellow, or if it's a little bit too white. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Just slap it on. There's a lot to do in this class, so you'll probably realise, in an hour and a half. Well, it's even less actually, because we have a break at 1:45, so that people can catch up or get a drink or just have a little bit of do whatever they want. Vincetta. High risk strategy today, Vincetta. Do you know what that is?
What?
Wearing a white shirt. with you around. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer being dressed up as Vincetta or a goldfish?
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Last week I dressed up as a goldfish.
Yeah, it's really cool. Right, if everyone can hear. Is everybody okay? In. Let's look. Yeah. Hey, everyone can hear us. That's brilliant. Oh, hi, Jasmine. Say hi to Jasmine.
Hello.
Woo! All right. Come on, getting through some paint today. How's yours? Should we have a race to finish?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Oh, it's going everywhere. If you want to use a bit of water, you can do. Makes the paint go quicker. Makes the paint go. I don't know where the water is though. What water? You hidden mine. Vincetta. What have I done with my water? Oh, quick. It's not a race for all you people at home, but it is between me and Vincetta. Come on. No, I'm not even competitive. Vincetative. Oh, she's gone red. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Totally messed it up, Vincetta.
Yellow.
Okay. Woo. Winner! Right.
Just here, red.
Okay, so the reference
Green in it.
the reference picture will be just on the home page. I think I put it up yesterday. So look into Cheese and Wine Painting Club sort of news feed, and somewhere in there you'll get it. Or of course you can just look at this. You can just look at this masterpiece we made earlier. Yes, Iris, you can, when you've got the materials to hand, you can watch the video back later on. I think it stays on Facebook for like a month or something. Yeah, so that's no problem. So Vincetta, how are you getting on? How are you feeling today? Tired? You did have a bit of a late night, didn't you? What time did you get up?
10 to 10.
10 to 10. Wow. Are you with me? Do you want to do this? Shall we do a bit more painting? Hopefully everyone's up to speed. It wasn't too tricky, the first bit. Right, brilliant. So, we need to map this thing out, Daisy Doos. Vincetta, we need to map this out. What we're going to do is we're going to do artworks in thirds. We need to do 2 dots. We need to do 1 dot that's a third of the way down. Here, just a little dot, right in the middle of the swirly. And then we do another little dot, and you can do this in red or orange. We'll end up painting over all of this later. We'll do another dot here, which is going to be the back of the hills. So, Vincetta, were you listening?
Yeah.
What was I on about?
The dots.
Okay. So we're going to do these 2 little dots. And you just add, the red goes a very, very long way. So you just need the tiniest bit of red on your paintbrush. And we do a little dot here, which is a third of the way down in the middle. And another little dot here, which is a third of the, which is a third of the way up. Okay. Watching online, my video has stopped. If your video stopped, Don't worry about it. It's just the Wi-Fi. It'll catch up.
The video is not already. They can't hear you.
Nobody can hear us, Dave. No, it's all right. It's the my news feed thing. Okay.
Why have I got green on my paper?
Right, Vincetta. Here we go.
Yeah.
2 dots. Everyone's ready. Everyone is ready. So, with your reference, always keep a look at it. No one can see it down there, Vincetta. Okay, so we've got our 2 dots. Just as a little reminder, the first dot is here. Oh, red dot on the painting, I'll fix it later. And the second red dot is there. Now, we need to do a little smiley face for where this swirly comes round here. We're going to do a smiley face on the right hand side. And where your smiley face is, that's the size of your swirly. So you can make it bigger or smaller. Maybe the size of your hand for me. Something like that. Little smiley face. We don't want to do it in red, we want to do it in orange. I'm doing mine in red so that you can see it, basically. That was probably a bit too much. It was a bit too red, that. We want to be doing it in just enough so you can see it. Brilliant. So smiley face on the right hand side, coming up, and then sad face on the left hand side. And you join them up. Sad face on the left hand side at the top. Beautiful.
So an S.
Yeah! And then just so we don't get confused where our hillside is, we do a little moustache.
My little brush.
Huh? Yeah, you can use a big or a little brush. We'll do a little moustache here. A little moustache. It's a little moustache. It's a little moustache.
You just painted on me.
Can we speed up a bit? A little moustache on there.
Ah, moustache.
Yeah, a little moustache there, which is the back of the field, and then there's another little moustache, another little moustache there. And we can just do some wiggly fields, just so we know where stuff is. And the wiggly fields can just go like that. Yeah? It's not super important, we're just making sure that our sky doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so I think
My ear hurts.
well, you shouldn't have cut it off, should you? You loon. Huh?
Hey, you're a loon. You
Okay. What colour is it?
Oh, like yellow?
Oh, nice. Listen, don't put paint on your face because it'll never come off. Did you know that? Okay. So now what we're going to do. We're going to do a little mark, Vincetta. Top left, couple of inches or centimetres down. We're going to do a little mark here in orange. And this, up here. And this, Vincetta, just watch me so you know what's going on. You look this bit.
Ow!
Stop stubbing your toe. That comes down like that, up there, and around, and joins up with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's incredible,
Down
isn't it?
that
Down,
way.
up, round, and joins up with your smiley face. Okay? And then the sad face comes round like that, and turns into a snail. So let me do that again, that was all a bit quick. It's all a bit quick. Look at that, it's beautiful. Look at this beautiful curve. Oh yeah, Vincetta, you've done this before. And then, oh no, absolutely nailed it. So yeah, so the big curve comes over the top into the smiley face, and the sad face comes down like that and turns into a little snail. And you can make it as curly as you like. Curly as you like. Hey, right. So, video's crashed on there, but not crashed on there. So everything's all right. You take it. You have a little sit down. Are you tired, love? Right. So you'll notice some things about this painting. It's a night scene. Interestingly enough, did you know this? He painted this at night whilst looking out of his. He took himself into a mental institution, and he was looking out one night and he saw the beautiful sky and he started painting it. The village he totally made up, and he totally made up the tree as well. So he got his artistic license well and truly out, because it's a beautiful composition like this. But he made the sky up, and then he added the rest later. So you don't have, it doesn't have to be. What I'm trying to say is, you can add stuff and take stuff away as you like, because you're an artist now and you've got your artistic license out. What are we going to do next? Yeah, so you see all these, just a few points, a few pointers. This is the moon. Did you know that? That is the moon.
I thought that was the sun.
Everyone's, yes, a lot of people think it's the sun, but it's the moon. This, interestingly enough, it's a top fact for like a pub quiz or something. This star, this is not a star. These are stars. This one here is not a star. Do you know what it is?
Venus.
It's Venus. It is Venus. This is Venus. Okay. So that is just for your, a little bit of, just for your guide. So, in a slightly dark, with that orangey colour, we're going to put in the, I always call it this, I'm going to put in the moon. And I'm going to put in the moon just as a circle, as a full circle, like that up there. Alright, and then we're going to deal with it later, so don't panic. We're going to turn it into the crescent moon later on. And then what we do next bit is you have a look on your reference, or on that, you can see it on there. We just do tiny little dots for where the stars are. So there's a one there, little one, little one. And then some dots. Now, if you don't get them all in exactly in the right place, it just doesn't matter. I mean, who's going to check? Certainly not me. Get Venus in there. Hey Dave, somebody's asking for you to give them a shout out. You have to come over here and read it. Can you see? Can you read that, and that, and then go? Don't press the buttons. So Susie, Sharon, and Emma, go over there and give them a shout.
Shout out to Susie, Sharon, and Emma.
Yes! Well done. Keep shout outs coming. Vocal Junior, she's all over it. Okay. So yeah, we can just have a little bit of a
Dot, dot.
Get these swirlies in.
Dot, dot.
There's another swirly. It comes in
Dot.
from a third down on the left hand side. It comes in here and it goes up there, and it kind of just goes into there like that.
Down all
It's a
the
bit of
dots.
it's a bit of cheeky on that. So we're just trying to get this swirl. So there's what I was just saying, Days. No, Vincetta, sorry. From here, there's another line that comes. It just comes and ends up on that red dot. It just goes sort of in there. Do you want to paint it in? Sorry for touching your art. All right, it's coming on. It's coming on. I reckon I've probably got my hills a little bit high.
I can see a sticker that I put on in my old house.
Oh, really? Okay,
No,
should we talk
no,
about
no.
that later? Should we talk about that later?
Yeah.
Okay. Right then.
No. Little fly. Anyway, what were we
Anyway. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to get a clean brush. We want to give it just a couple of minutes for our paint to dry. And it won't take long. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to mix up some blue paint and some white paint, and we're going to start putting it on. So we're going to make a light blue, and we're going to start putting it on around the stars, like little tiny bits of light blue around the stars, around here like this, and they'll follow. What do you need? Don't get up, it's fine, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then little dots like this, little dots like this. So hopefully this will be dry-ish by now, because it doesn't take long. And we want to mix up some paint. So, Dave, can you show the people how to mix up a light blue?
Okay, so you can either use dark blue and white, or you can just use a light blue. Or you can.
You need to hold it up a bit. I don't think anyone
So you can either do dark blue and white. You can mix these two together, or you can use this.
Beautifully explained there, Vincetta. What I would do is I would just put a little bit of, I'd get some white paint out and put a little bit of blue into your white paint. And then you get a nice light blue. Days. Vincetta. Vincetta. Ready? We're going to do this. So we want this. We want little brush, and we want a really light blue. No water, because if we start putting water on, we'll end up with a big green sky. And we want tiny little brush strokes like this. They go all the way around the stars, like just little lines like that. And they don't go all the way in because as the light's shining, and we have these little dab, or little dab, dabs all the way around. Tiny little pieces of macaroni. Dab, 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 dab. And then around when you go around the moon, make sure you leave. Are you happy with the colour, Vincetta? I'm going to start checking it on that canvas. When we go around the moon, make sure you leave the yellow circle around it. And go around the moon like this. That's it. Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. And we can spend probably you need to use more paint, Days. Quantity of paint. We're putting it on you use quite a bit of paint. And put it on quite liberally. But think about the direction of your brush stroke as well. So they follow the lines of the swirls and they go around the stars. So that's what makes this painting really cool. So with these little, keep loading your paintbrush up, and with these little lines, these little macaroni lines, we're gradually going to build up the whole of the swirl in this light blue. And then we'll add some dark blue to it, and then we'll add a bit of white, and we'll see how we get on. But we've got 10 minutes at least for doing this. And just follow, your brush strokes just need to follow the lines of the curves. And keep looking at your reference. And it's a light blue, so it's white.
Look at that, what I made.
Wow, that looks really good. Daisy's made this. I'm not sure how she's going to transfer it onto the canvas, but... Okay, keep dabbing this around here. We've got a long time to do this, Dave, but you're not really doing it. Yeah. We're just little macaronis.
Can I put dark blue on it?
No, not yet. And it's totally fine if we see, if we want to see the brush strokes, basically. We want to see where the paint's gone on. Sometimes painting, it depends on what you're painting, but some paintings you're sort of trying to disguise the brush strokes. But this, I wanted to show you exactly where. Oh look, there's another star there. So we keep going. If it starts going green, it means you're not putting enough paint on, and the yellow's shining through. So keep going with the blue. If you're going too slow, or you think you're going too slow, you can either use a bigger brush.
Can I do yellow?
Oh wow, Days, that's going well. No, don't do yellow because you'll end up with green. It's a blue sky, isn't it? Keep the yellow away from it.
Done.
That's not done. We're painting the whole thing blue.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got a bit of time to do it. You can mix up both the colours, and we're following the... Lots of paint is the answer. Okay, so if you want to save a bit of time, there's another way, Daisy. This is for you. we can put the dots and the dabs in a bit later. We can, if we want to, we can just colour all this in.
Yes.
That's the way forward, isn't it? Like I say, if it starts going green, don't panic. Just yeah, don't panic if it starts going green. Just give it a minute, it'll dry out. Let's put some more paint on top. Okay. So we can just keep doing this. Get loads of paint, so I'm just sort of spooning it on like that, really. Like I say, if you think you're going slow, you can
Use a bigger brush.
use a bigger brush, or you can just start putting more sort of lines like that on. I think the trick is for this is to keep the curves going. So if you see any straight lines, you want to try and iron them out. So you know, if it went like that, for instance, you want to try and get rid of that. You want to keep it all sort of nice and swirly. What do you think, Vincetta? What do you think? Oh, here's a top tip, Vincetta. You know those orange lines that we made?
Mm-hmm.
They're not there really. We're just going to paint over. That was just for our guide. So you can paint over your orange lines. It was just for our guide, you see. And we need to know where they are. That's it. Keep going like that. Right, let's see if we've broken the internet. We think we have. Yeah.
Can we put dancing on?
No, you can't put Dancing Queen on. Do you know why? Because as soon as you put music on Facebook won't allow us to post up the video later. So you could do the live. You could do the live with Dancing Queen, but no one will ever see it again because they'll just stop it. And they might even stop it halfway through, and that's not very fair for the lovely people that are painting along. What time is it? 25 past 12. We're in good time. And yeah, for those that are new to this, as soon as we finished, as soon as this finishes, about 1:30, it automatically uploads onto the Facebook page, so you can watch it. So you can watch it back at your leisure. And we go quite fast, don't we, Days? We're like we're sort of speed painters.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, I don't know, you're pretty quick. You smashed out that Matisse last week.
Mm-hmm.
So a little top tip is try not to mix up your colour on the palette. Like Daisy, you love doing that, I know. You just like making a big soup.
No, I like doing this.
Yeah, I know, you love that. Don't follow Vincetta's advice. You want to mix up your paint. Really, you want to mix up your paint on the canvas. So you get a little bit of white and a little bit of blue, and so you have all of those on your paintbrush.
No, you can make that and then go.
Yeah, but it just looks better. Oh, finger painting. Do you want to do finger painting?
Yeah.
So if you get bored of you can do finger painting. It's really quick. Really, really quick. Really sort of nice.
Yeah.
You get it on there. So you can look how fast you can make this with your fingers. It's a doddle. White shirt, still white. What have we got? Yeah, we're all right. We're good for time. But just keep going. Keep going. And gradually, what we're doing is we're knocking out the yellow and the red lines, but we can still see the swirls all kind of building up. if you get a little bit of red or a little bit of yellow poking through, we still want yellow around the stars, of course, right here, and we want a yellow kind of halo around the moon, and then around these stars as well. Forget about the tree for now. What we'll do is we'll bish the tree on top after. So it's important to get the back bish and bosh. Oh, that's my coffee now, but that's gone cold. Yeah. Oh gee, it's afternoon now.
I put a tiny bit of dark blue.
Huh? Yeah, a bit of dark blue is alright. If you want to start adding dark blue. Oh yeah. You're going to get really dirty, aren't you? More paint, keep going. And don't forget about these swirls, Days. Oh man, she's gone feral. Oh no. Ooh. Was that a good idea, suggesting? Right, so finger painting's a good idea, but you're not thinking about the direction, Days.
I said it was different direction.
No, it's the same. You're following the direction of the curves.
Oh!
Yeah. So why now you've got a load of paint on there, get your paintbrush and start putting them in the right direction. Not sure that was a good idea, letting this one out with the old fingers. Oh no. She starts growling as well sometimes.
Oh no, I licked the paint.
Oh no. You're poisonous, you know. Probably you'll be okay. Fingers crossed. Don't tell Mummy. Right. Keep painting, keep painting.
That's why I can't put paint on my face, because I licked my face.
Try not to follow Vincetta's. She's just gone a bit crazy, but I'm sure she'll pull it back.
Can I get the stuff off, because I really want to lick my face?
No.
It's annoying.
Well, that's the price, isn't it? It's the price you pay for being an internet sensation. We've got over 100 people watching this days. 130 million people.
Can I just get that bit off? Because that bit's annoying.
What are we talking about?
This bit.
Oh yeah. It's gone blue. You've got a bit of blue beard now. You're just gonna have to leave it.
Ah. That's annoying.
Bluebeard, he was a pirate, wasn't he? Arr. Okay, what time is it?
Hello, finger painting.
Yeah, this is going well, I think. Hopefully everyone's alright at home. Hopefully everyone's...
I'm not eating paint.
Wow, Days. I mean, it's good. You've got some good colours going on, but you're totally ignoring what I'm saying. Oh, now... Oh, she's bringing it back now. Here she comes. Here she comes with the direction of the brush strokes and the swirlies. Right, how am I getting on here? Keep going. Keep going. Okay, so just so everyone knows, I'll say it again, we're going to paint until 1:45, and then we'll have a little break until 1 o'clock, and then we go again. Now you can either carry on painting or you can have a break. I recommend having a break because yeah, although it's fun, it is sort of quite mentally hard work painting for an hour and a half. So you want to like take a break. Follow the advice. And keep painting, keep painting.
I
while
might
you
have got
can.
a little bit of paint on the chair.
A little bit of paint on the chair. Right, yeah, it's a chair to clean later, isn't it? Do you want to wipe it off now? Tell you what, shall I just do it?
So I've got very, very...
You need to, right, you need to go and wash your hands.
But then I'll just get more paint on and then I'll have to wash them again.
Yeah, Daisy, you need to go wash your hands a bit because your painting's going to go a bit crazy if you've got all that. Don't forget your swirlies.
It is crazy.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
Okay, I'll wash them.
Show the people your hands. Don't. Oh, this is going to go bad, isn't it? This is going to go bad. Make sure it doesn't splash everywhere. There we go. Oh, I think we're okay. I think everything's okay. Right. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. So we've got quite a bit of texture going on. If you notice, the two main swirlies are slightly lighter. So obviously that's pretty straightforward to start adding more white paint in here and follow the swirlies like they, like a kind of like a snail sort of shell there. Just keep going.
You've got a little bit of a blue sink.
You've got a bit of a. We've got a blue sink, haven't we? Oh yeah, we have, haven't we? Right, dry your hands and start painting.
With a paintbrush or?
I would try it with a paintbrush, see how you go. See how you go. I can't wait to see these, the finished products of these. So, those people, new people, thanks again for joining us. We've been doing this. How many of these? We've done like 5, I think, or 6 maybe, every Friday at 12 o'clock. And it looks like when we go back to school, we'll do them on Saturdays because it's quite a laugh and people like it. So we'll do that. If you want to, it's free for people that need for it. So it needs to, for people that need it to be free. It's free. If you don't need it to be free, there's a PayPal link so you can send us money, which is good because we don't have a job, do we? Yeah.
No, let's get my other fingers dirty again.
Here we go. Ah, so we've got like 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes to spare. We can just relax. You're just singing some ABBA.
I think they'll take it down though because I'm so good.
Do you think Facebook algorithms are going to pick up on you singing Dancing Queen? This is going well, isn't it? I think we'll maybe have a little zoom in on Vincetta's. Yeah, Tara says yay to Saturdays. I think why not, And if people have, like, I get messages of people who haven't got Facebook. I mean, you could probably just make a fake account up so you can watch it. But then I think there's a way of putting them on YouTube, so we'll probably put them on YouTube. And yeah. Oh no, she started growling again. Why do you do that?
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no. Right, need some white paint. You had a nice time?
Dancing Queen.
Didn't you?
I know, I'm so good at
No, you're really good, yeah. Right. So say we've got 5 minutes before the break. This thing's coming together. I've got too much yellow going on, so really all I'm doing is with white.
I've got a lot of blue going on.
You've got a lot of blue going on, that's good, Dave, I like it. So I'm just trying to.
Good.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll take all compliments.
Even if they're bad.
I don't think it's a compliment if it's bad. Criticism is fine as well. Yeah, so just keep going, and I'm just trying to knock out the. The yellow bits.
The blue.
And Daisy's trying to knock out the blue, but eventually, yeah, that's coming on. I like it.
I need to wash my hands.
You need to wash your hands again. When you come back from washing your hands, Daisy, remind me we've got to do some work on the village, believe it or not. There we go. I mean, it looks like you can do this forever, which Make sure it doesn't drive you mad. Right. Let's have a look, see if everything's alright on here. Yay. Okay, Anna's got left behind, so she's going to catch up, which is fine. Maybe catch up in the break. Okay. So if anyone joined in late, just as a recap, we painted the whole thing yellow. We did a little dot here, a third down, and we did another little dot here, a third up. The top dot was the middle of our swirly, 'cause that is what it's called. And the middle dot, the bottom dot was the back of the hills, the back of the hillside. Okay, so just before we have our break, take a look at the reference, right? Days.
Yeah.
Vincetta, sorry. Can I have a look at the reference here with me? And you can see the village. You see it in his made-up village. There's little windows. Vincetta, get up.
I'm tired.
No, get up. Come on. You see these little windows?
Mhm.
We've already got the colour of the windows, so it's a good idea to use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like little hashtags. Hashtag windows. Are you ready? Hashtag windows. So see, there's a little hashtag, and the square in the middle is going to be one of the windows. Does that make any sense? You don't need loads of these. So with some blue.
I need to add yellow to make it easy.
You don't need to add any yellow days because the whole thing will go green. We just do some hashtags, hashtag windows, and we're leaving just a few windows, hashtag windows. Hashtag windows, hashtag windows. So you can see there's probably far too many there.
I did 3.
3. Minimalist, Days. Minimalist. I like it. I like it. Okay, so hashtag windows. Once you've done some hashtag windows, get a big brush and paint up everything underneath. Hashtag windows. Hashtag windows.
Everything underneath.
Everything underneath your horizon with blue paint. Thick blue paint, and we want sort of like a C. We want big wavy lines. And we're leaving, Days.
Blue.
Vincetta.
Yes.
We need to leave the hashtag windows.
Yeah.
So we've just done the hashtag windows. So we're painting everything that's underneath here with big brush, lots of paint, dark blue. And we can make our hillside like this. And we're just colouring in everything that's not a hashtag window with big brush. Oh, I'm not shy on the paint. Vincent wasn't shy on paint, was he?
What you want?
I wasn't shy on paint.
I'm not.
Okie dokie. And here it comes. So now you can see it's sort of taking shape. Let's see if everyone's alright on the interweb. Pretty much. Not that many comments, because everybody's... Hey Chloe! Yvonne and Josh for Scotland. Brilliant. So far, no comments going. We can't hear you. What are you on about? You look ridiculous. Nothing. Dave, come over here, sweetie. Look, see what we're doing. Yeah, get it on. Get it on, get it on. What time is it? We've got 1 more minute.
Does it have to be like little dots still?
No, don't worry about the little. Good question. No, it doesn't need to be little dot. We just need to get rid of the yellow. And we can just chuck it on however you like. If you can see the paint dripping down, that's fine. My village is a bit big actually, isn't it? So your village is quite, your village is in the distance, isn't it? So your little hashtag windows, they don't want to be too big. If you've got a window this big, you know, your church is going to be this big, so you want little ones. And if they're too big, you can just hashtag them a bit smaller. Hashtag them smaller. Hashtag them smaller.
Are mine too big?
Let's have a look. Yeah, they probably are a bit big. We don't want any white. Yay, Ella and Kate in North London are enjoying themselves. Thanks, Kath. Days, we don't want any white in the foreground. You've got white in the foreground. So the foreground is always going to be darker than the sky. You've got the sky, you've got that lighter. The reason that's happening is because you're mixing it right next to the white paint. Do you want to just use this?
I've got it.
You alright? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's good then. That's good. That's good. I think you're alright. Alright, well it looks like we're 30 seconds behind schedule. Sorry about that. Try and get to this stage. We're going to start back at 1 o'clock. My job is not to tinker anymore. You can carry on, do what you like, tinker away. And just so you know, I always forget to mention this, we do these free ones on Fridays and they're going to be on Saturdays. What a little itchy beard. Oh. Do Zoom calls as well. So we do Zoom classes, more bites for adults basically. So like a Zoom party. It's 20 quid a head and I think it's 3 people minimum, just about works it out. I can get supplies to you. We've done a few, so like family ones or work ones or friends on evening or daytime, don't care. Just message me to find out. And you can paint whatever you want. Oh, Vincetta, you got a shout out. Someone says hi to Vincetta.
Oh, hello. Daddy, we should do one for the whole class.
Do one for the class? Yeah, we'll do one for the school class. That's a good idea. We'll do one for the school class and then get the parents to pay and we'll give it to the school.
Yeah!
Should we do that? Brilliant. Brilliant, that's some more money I haven't earned. You're looking really cool, Dave. So how did you get a bit of blue on your beard? Right, so Vincetta, what you need to do is you want to try. You see that big orange snake you've got in the middle of the sky? Yeah, you want to try and get rid of that a bit. Right, I need to put the clock back up so that I can see.
What about the moon?
Yeah, we'll deal with the moon after.
Done.
Well done. Looks good, Jace. Looks really nice. Looks really cool. Great. So there we go. So a little bit late for the break, but whatever. Yeah. At 1 o'clock, I'll show you more. I wouldn't bother.
Look how cool that is.
That is cool. You want to be doing that up to camera, Days. Days. So you want to, up here. Because people can't sit down there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, Sebi says hi.
Hi.
Danny says, what's up, Vincetta? Water. Vincent needs water.
Whoa, so this is what I made.
You can't see it. It needs to be up. Yeah, up further. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Orange juice. Oh yeah, I used to think it was guava juice.
Huh?
Guava.
Oh, Mia's watching as well, you know, Sebi's sister.
Hi.
Oh, that's better. That is better. Have a bit of water. Do you want some water?
What if I put a tiny bit of green in this? I'm trying to get
Why are you doing that? Oh, okay. I'll put your drink there.
This is
Whoa.
a bit cool.
Any trouble, any problems, send us your images, I'll sort them out. You can sort them out, you can send me them at the end. I think it's difficult to post photographs in the live stream, so you have to do it as a chat, I think. I'm sure that clock's going to fall off.
Now there's some green. We should put some red in this.
Daisy, it's just dripping onto the floor. Look at your paintbrush.
Oh, no. Okay, so we're putting some red in this. Oh, look at that!
No one can see it.
I'll show them in a minute.
Right, it's Friday. It's the afternoon now. Bank Holiday Friday.
This is what I've done.
I think we all had brilliant plans for Bank Holiday Friday. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Let me just do this so I can see. Look what Daisy's made. What an absolute genius. Absolute Vincetta. Look at that. Stunning work, Vincetta. Stunning work.
Now we have to put a little bit of yellow.
I've never seen you so focused, Vincetta.
Now the yellow's getting into it. This is what liquid thing is. Like pouring paint is. Look at that! Okay, soon we're gonna add a tiny bit of white. Okay, come on, whitey.
Hey, Chris. Harris is watching, Days.
Hello.
Give her a wave. Woo! You haven't seen her since holidays.
I know. This is happy.
Huh? I hope you're painting, you guys. Bank holiday Friday, eh? Who'd have thunk it?
Funk it.
Who'd have thunk it? I think thunk, that is a real word, Days.
Is it?
I'm not sure if they've not taught you that at school, but yeah, pretty sure it is. Cracking half-time entertainment these days. Yes!
Oopsies. Okay, come on, let's get back in here. Oh, gosh. Look what I done! Look! We're gonna add, what should we add to this? Daddy, what should we add?
I'm not sure what you're trying to do.
To put in here. What colour should we add? What colour?
White. Oh, look at this. Catherine Fox is sending in photographs of work in progress. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so message in your work in progress and definitely at the end. Definitely at the end. Whether you finish in 45 minutes. Daisy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Show people what you're doing. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it on camera. No one can see down there. It's quite good actually. Look at that swirly. Oh, now you've got it. Oh, that's good, Dave. I like that. I was going to say something, but I've forgotten what it was.
That needs some red.
Yeah, I think it does. Oh yeah, send us in your photographs. So,
You said that.
yeah, send them in either at the end of the class or over the weekend. What I'll do is probably, let's say, Sunday night. Get them in before Sunday night, and I'll make a little video and post them up. It's quite cool. And you can have a look on the page and see the other ones that we've done, like the... What have we done, Days? Can you remember? We did the goldfish last week. Classic fancy dress.
Sunflowers.
Sunflowers, that was good. Oh, we should have, yeah.
We did
Picasso's rooster. Yeah, that was good.
No, we did the sunset thing.
Oh yeah, tropical sunset. That was good. We're going to do more Picasso. Next week we're on Picasso, and that's going to be really cool. You can't go wrong with Picasso. I think the week after. I think we've got to do this the week after, Dave.
Look at that.
That is good. That is really cool. Oh, what time is it?
I keep on liking my face.
Don't lick your face, especially if it's got.
It's hard not to. It's really sticky.
Oh, look at these photographs coming in. It's beautiful. Yes. Oh, yes, Kate. Love it. Look at this one. Look at this one, Dave. It's cool. I think she paints like you.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh. Right. If I go out of that, I don't know what's going on. 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes to go. What are we going to do next? Johnny's on. That means Archie's on. That means Henry might be on.
Maybe.
Yeah. So hi, Joanne. We're using any acrylics are fine. Believe it or not, we're using household emulsion. good quality Dulux Trade emulsion. So it's expensive, but you have to buy it in 2.5 litre tins. Running out of white paint. Well,
Just use
yeah,
white glue or
just be
something.
careful. Just be careful. We're not going to use much white paint until. So if you've only got a little bit of white paint left, you need some for when we do the moon. Okay, so just
save that.
just save it. Just save a bit for that. Okay, is it? I think we're nearly back on.
I wish this was like a canvas.
Well, you could do a class yourself with that.
Can I just roll?
Hey, Sarah.
Roll.
Right.
I'm gonna do a rainbow one of these soon.
Right then. It's 1 o'clock. Here's where we are so far. Everybody's doing some great work. Well done, everyone. Pinzetta. Let's sort this camera thing out. It's pretty high tech, isn't it? Right. Oh, yes, we're back. Oh, yes. Right, this is fun. This is fun. Dave. Pinzetta. Woo. Okay, so Daisy's been doing this for 45 minutes. Not 45, 15 minutes. Daisy, show. Yeah, she's been doing this. It's really cool. It's basically just wasting all my paint.
Hey, it's not wasting.
Okay, what is it then? Is it art?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I'm gonna pour this onto a canvas.
Great thinking. Should we finish this?
Yeah.
Okay. Red paint, big brush, tree. Get some red paint out.
Red paint.
Red paint. You don't need. If you got, we're gonna paint the tree, and it's a cypress tree. If anyone's asking. Get some red paint poured out.
What type of tree is it?
Oh, it's a cypress tree. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we get some red paint out. Ta-ta! We get a big brush. You don't need to clean it because it'll probably have some glue on it. So if there's a bit of glue on it, it doesn't matter. You ready for this? Watch this, Dave. What was that noise? Weird. Oh no, that's just too weird. Okay, now we're painting the tree, and the reason we're painting it in red is because we want it to zap it out, and then we're going to put blue on top in a bit. So are you watching? Pinzetta, you're watching. The tree goes very nearly to the top, and there's apart from the church steeple, there's no straight lines in this. Definitely not in the tree. You ready? Ready? Loads of paint, big brush, or little brush if you're more comfortable. Start at the top. Are you ready? Just do it then.
Just do it.
Just do it. You ready?
Yes.
Oh.
Do it!
Okay. Should we do it now?
Do it!
Right. What now?
Yes!
Okay. Fine, I did it. Okay, so this is tree. Red paint, tree. If you want to put some blue in it, fine, but it's just quite fun to do it in red. Thick as you dare. Thick as you dare. And it's sort of, obviously, you know, it looks like a fire, doesn't it? It's quite cool. It's easier starting at the top and working your way down, because that's the way gravity works. So
I've been
it's
running around.
pulling. Don't overwork it too much, Dave. So you want to just let the paint go. And the tree goes all the way to the bottom, Pinzetta, Van Gogh. Step aside. Pinzetta. Yeah, it goes all the way to the bottom, that's it. And it actually goes wider. It almost goes to halfway across the bottom of the page. This is not a hard job. This is an easy job. So we don't want to spend too much time, because believe it or not, we're going to try and finish this in 25 minutes. Yeah, so tosh in some red, and then we'll let it dry. It's not going to dry properly, but it's going to dry a little bit. So red, red, red. Make it look like a fire. It almost goes all the way up to the top. It wraps around some of these stars. You balance out yourself. So now these paintings are becoming your own, and they're less and less like mine and Vincetta's. They're your own paintings, so we've got to try and figure out your own stuff a bit. Look at this, Vincetta. Comes in like that. What did I say about straight lines? I said no straight line, and all you've done is one big straight line there. And look, so shove it like a fire, so some bits poking off, like this. That's your reference. Okay, now, a couple of people running out of white paint, they say. Don't worry if you're miles behind. It's looking good, that, though. Yeah, look at that. How many brushes, Sarah? How many brushes? Sarah in Pocklington uses all the brushes. Joanne, send progress shot in messages. It won't work on the live feed, apparently. It'll work on the live feed after we've finished. Sorry. Right, Days. Those people that haven't got much white paint left, this is where we're going to use it. After you've done the tree in red, put your brush in some water so it doesn't die. And then we need a clean brush. You're gonna. Oh no, I was gonna wait until the end for this. Okay, save your white paint. I'm changed my mind. You're not listening anyway, are you, Dave? Changed my mind. I'm gonna leave your white paint. Just keep a little bit for the end. And we're gonna do the moon at the end. So it's time to do the village, the village. Red and blue paint.
Red and blue paint.
Red and blue paint, a little bit of red in with your dark blue makes a purple. And purple is the darkest colour that we're going to use in this painting.
Okay, so I know
Then
red.
one of your brushes. And we can, so it's this blue, plus some of the red, and it's a dark, it's like a deepy, it's like a deep sort of purple thing. You can see it in there, hopefully. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the outline of the back of the hills with a mixture of. Look at this, Dave. Look, you don't need that much red. You only need a tiny bit red. Say 10% red. And we're just doing some nice little hills, and there's. Are you watching? Little brush, sorting the back of the hills out with this deep purple. So
I
bring it
love
out like
this
that.
brush. This is the best brush.
Got your favourite brush, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't know you had a favourite brush. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. We're just painting in the hills with a deep purple. If you've got black and you're very brave, use the black, but
I'm not brave.
nah, I'm a bit anti. I think it kind of kills. That is the deepest blue purple. How did you get that? Daisy's got the best colour, so I'm stealing it. Look at that. I think she's gone like half red, half blue. Really beautiful. And we'll just keep looking at your reference, and we've just put in a few of these little trees, some little lines like that, moving the paint around. And then when it comes to village, we don't really want to be painting every single house in fine detail. But village goes, there's the steeple, right? That's important. We're going to put the steeple in first in dark, and then we're going to put it in a lighter colour afterwards. Oh, hello. You've got your eyes shut. We're going to put the steeple in. So you ready for steeple? The important thing about the steeple is that it goes straight up, and it's really skinny. It's a skinny triangle, and it's pretty much in the middle of the painting, roughly. Am I boring you?
Yeah.
Do you want to just teach the rest of it?
Okay.
Oh,
So,
it's so dull. Go on.
So
What are we going to do then?
steeple.
Yeah,
So we go up, like
yeah,
then we go down.
yeah. And the important part is it just cuts the horizon.
And then we have
You
a
knew that
little-
though, didn't you, Vincetta?
And then we have a little like lines that go like.
Oh yeah, maybe you want a little brush for this. If you want to tidy things up, you can use the edge, the other edge of
I
the
go
brush.
like that. And then, so you do little teardrops.
Quite nice. What are you doing? Okay, so there's the steeple. And then for the village, it's just rooftops, which are little, what are they, parallelograms? So, rectangles on a slant. Oh, Days, that's beautiful. You nailed it. Look at that. How did you manage that? So for your painting, just for your guide, these are beautiful. There's Venus again. This yellow, you need to get rid of this yellow, you need to get rid of that a bit. But otherwise it's really great. And then don't forget our hashtag windows. Obviously that's where the houses are. So you're, on the outside of the windows, you want to be sort of building up the houses. You know, and keep looking at your reference. There's a bit of a roof there on a 45-degree angle. Give us some of that. Give us some of that purple, Dave. Stealing Vincetta's. It's loads in it.
Bubble.
Hmm?
There's a bubble there.
No, and the
Just ruined his life.
oh, sorry. I'm sorry. But look, it's a good colour. Better than black. And don't get beaten up, or don't beat yourself up about a village. If you've just got a few straight lines and a few 45-degree angles, and it looks, and you get your church in, it's really all you need. So you're looking at my painting from a distance through a phone, through a computer. So it might look more detailed than it actually is. Don't trust me, it's not very detailed. With all of these stuff, all this stuff like village and all paintings, hills, wrap it around the edge. Oh, Days, I'm loving it! Wrap it around the edge. So we don't have all the bits and pieces in the middle of the painting like this. Often, if you, I don't know, sometimes people paint clouds and they're all just stuck in the middle of the canvas. They need to wrap round. So same with everything. These hills wrap round, paint around the edge of the canvas if you don't want to bother framing it. Drink this afternoon.
Daddy, I've got an idea. Well, I'm going to do it. You don't have to do it.
What is the idea?
So, we get some masking tape.
Oh, here we go. Vincetta's had an idea. Yes.
We take here,
Yes.
here,
Yes.
here,
Yes.
here.
When?
And then
What, now?
yes.
It's wet
No,
paint.
once we're done. And then we're gonna paint our border.
Oh, wait.
Well, I am.
You have to, okay, that idea is a good idea, but only when this is dry. Just because otherwise it won't stick. Okay, you can explain that later. Okay, let's have a look. Hopefully everyone's alright. Looks like everyone's alright, Days. Everyone's alright. Hooray.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, if you're wondering how my thing is going, this is how it goes.
Daisy's palette. It's all about Daisy's palette if you haven't noticed. How much paint she can waste. Back on the tree. Back on the tree. We're going to use the deepest purple, so dark blue plus red. And we're going over the red of the tree and we're making it dark. We can also, if we're feeling brave, start adding tiny bits of green. Are you with us, Days?
Ah, yes I am.
Tiny bits of green because it's a tree. That's too much green. The tree is very dark. Very dark.
I didn't use any green.
No, I was talking to myself. Vincent was having a bit of a moment. Famed for his moments, wasn't he? Okay. And the tree's coming on now. Leave little bits of red poking through. But it's got to be, oh look at that, it's too bright. Give me some of that. Give me some of that deep purple, sweetie. I love it. Love that one. I'm just going to nick a real paint, it's good. So you can see, so obviously the tree's in the foreground. The tree is the closest thing towards you, so it's got to be the darkest thing. It blocks out the most light. Looking all right. I think there's some green bits over here, maybe, and there's some green bits down. Some little bits of greenery down there. little bits of greenery, some in there, but you know, it's not that important. You know, you can do these sort of fiddly bits at your leisure before you send us the photo. I can't wait to see these photos. These photos are going to be great. Check out the video or some of the posts from last week. They're incredible. Incredible. Matisse, cat and the goldfish. Daisy nearly got battered on the way home, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Walking past the fish and chip shop. Okay. Time is it? Do you know what? I might just shut up for a bit. Try and shut up and let people
I'm
catch up.
done.
You're not done. You haven't even done the moon. Let's just give people a break.
Now I can do this little canvas.
We're gonna do, yeah. You've all been working hard. I'm gonna shut up for a bit and let you just like do your thing. I'm gonna come back to it 25 past ish. If I can stay away that long and sort out the moon. So paint away, chill out. I'll shut up. Probably won't shut up, but certainly won't do more painting. Who's there? Who's there?
I need a bit of paper.
Okay, got shout outs for Finn and Darcy in London. Hey! Ella and Alice in Norfolk. Hey! Cobalt Blue, Helen. I got to your message really late.
Seb and Mia.
Seb and Mia. There's loads of
Not
people.
sure if Emily's painting like Danny and Emily.
Rosie's running out of white paint.
Um,
You'll be alright, Rosie. Hi, Kate. Kate's in York. Australia days, we've done it. We've gone round the whole world.
That's so good.
We've gone round the whole world. Hi, Australia. Hi, Gabrielle. That's it. You busy?
Oh, it's working. It is working.
Melanie in France. Bonjour.
Can she speak English? Because she might not be able to understand it.
Yeah, pretty sure she can.
We need, what do we need? We need red. We need red. That's what we need.
Hello, Karen. Karen and Leah in the Highlands of Scotland days. I want to go there. I really do, though.
Oh no, it's going brown.
How are you feeling about your painting, sweetie? Do you want to talk us through it?
Yes! Oh!
Come on then, talk us through. So how are you feeling when you painted this? The people.
Good.
Yeah. That's good, yeah. So, so what's this represent?
What?
What does it represent?
The Netherlands.
It's not the Netherlands, it's in France. He painted it when he was in France.
France.
Okay, that's deep. I think that's pretty deep. Pretty deep, yeah.
Can I have a pot noodle?
Not yet.
But I haven't had breakfast.
Thomas in London!
Or lunch. I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast or lunch.
Pam, Andy and Robin in Cornwall.
Daddy, I need something to eat. I can't not have something to eat.
You can have a pot noodle afterwards, I told you.
No,
It's the only
I haven't had anything. I haven't had any food today. Is there anything else?
Got some dust. Do you want some dust?
Is there like an apple? Do you have an apple?
I've got an orange. Do you want an orange?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we try and finish this video first? We've got 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes, Dave. You have your orange and a pot noodle. You can dip your orange in the pot noodle afterwards.
That's disgusting.
No, it'd be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Okay. Okay. Marissa and Stroud.
Can I have some orange, you said?
Yeah. There you go.
Shake it out west. Shake it out west. Tell me and shake it.
There you go. There's your orange juice.
Yes.
Yes. Is that nice? Is it nice for Madam? Is Madam happy?
Yes.
Yes. You okay?
Yeah.
Right, okay. We need to do some painting now. Therapeutic. It might be therapeutic for you, Valeria. Oof. No, it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill, isn't it? So what we're going to do next, it's really nice. The next bit is, I'm going to give you a heads up now. You need to watch this bit. That's you and all the people. Tell the people, Dave. So
Watch this bit.
tell them again. Tell them again.
Watch this.
Put your paintbrushes down and watch this bit.
Put your paintbrushes down and watch this bit. Watch this bit.
Wow, you're getting through some paintbrushes, you are.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to get off. They're my new ones. Get off.
Oh, I love you.
I know. Everyone likes a new paintbrush. So, Daisy, you need to watch, and everyone needs to watch this.
Wait, can I just open one? I want to show the
Go on then.
people how satisfying.
Go then.
Okay, first I need.
So we need some fresh white paint with no blue in it. Otherwise, oh, look at that, it's got blue in it.
Blue.
Fresh white paint and white and yellow.
And
White and yellow. White and yellow.
Okay, that didn't look.
Okay, so mix up some white and yellow, and it needs to be pure white and pure yellow. No, and clean brush, no dirty brush. It needs to be super bright. This. So if you need to pour a little bit more out, then do so.
Wait. Okay.
Okay,
So,
can you just
this
actually?
is the satisfying. So I'm gonna. Okay, I don't think that looks satisfying.
Right, so listen up this bit. This is how we do the moon. This is how we do a beautiful crescent moon. Are you ready, Daisy? You want to watch me?
I need a clean brush.
We want a lovely little colour like this. Remember the colour we used right at the start? It was a very pale yellow. And it's a pale yellow, not a pale green. So mix them up like this, right? And then we're going to go around the edge of our moon. Oh, mine's too. It needs to be more white. So it's closer to white actually than it is yellow. going to go around the edge of our moon to make sure it's really round. It doesn't matter. Dave, you want to watch this?
Is this good?
That colour's perfect. We need a bit more of it. So pour out a bit more. You don't want to be remixing it, basically. So go around your moon and make sure it's lovely and round. Yeah? Like that. Try not to get blue on your paintbrush like I just did. And then, that's it. I'm going to let Daisy, Princessa catch up. Come on. There she goes. There she goes. So there's a bit of a bump on this side. Get rid of that bump there. Right. So now we've got a lovely round moon. So if we think, what we're going to do, we've got a circle. We need to put another circle in, slightly smaller in the same colour, like this. Watch up, everybody. Tell the people, Dave.
Watch out!
And we just it's really exactly. It's easier than it looks. We're just going to do another circle, straight on top, at kind of 2 o'clock.
Oh no, there's blue.
Do you see what's happened? It's just another circle. Dave? Yes! Daisy is shocked. And then we bring the same colour round, and we have such a beautiful crescent moon. And all it is 2 circles, one on top of each other.
One thing.
Yeah. And that's what you spent your £1 on. That. Look at that. Days, I've totally nailed it. Oh, so have you! Look at it! Yes! Brilliant. So that's the manoeuvre. That's the manoeuvre. It's an absolute belter.
I put yellow around it.
Huh? Yeah! Really cool. Okay, and that's basically it. So with the same yellow, you can, this is a technical term, tinker the stars. That's it, tinker the stars.
So we just do any colour tinker it?
No, the same as this. Same as, oh look, I've got blue in it now. Tinker the stars. Tinker the stars. You can redo your swirlies. If you've got too much red in the tree, kill off the red.
Done.
Done. Not quite done, Days. I know you're celebrating. You've gone early. Days is celebrating early her finish. Get rid of this. Days, don't write it with that pen. Get rid of that. Because that, on Daisy's painting here, we've got some bright yellow sat on top of, sat in the middle of the field. Get rid of that. We're just going a little bit of tinker. Tinker with the stars. Tinker, tinker.
Done.
Remember, quiz question, Dace. What's this planet down the bottom?
Venus.
Venus. Venus. There we go. Venus. If you want to put an extra window in, you've got the same colour going on. Do that.
I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, actually, there's one more. There's a final thing. What time is it? Yeah, we've totally nailed this. Great. The final thing is we need to do a little bit more village on top of our dark purple with a light blue. We can go on the inside.
You get scratched off the paint.
We can go on the
Daddy, look.
Hello.
Look.
Oh yeah, she's happy with that. Tell the people.
I scratched off the paint.
Daisy signed her painting by scratching off the paint with the wrong end of the brush.
Good, isn't it?
Epic. So with a, hey, get off. Get off. This is my painting, and I'm putting some light blue on the inside of the steeple. And I'm just putting some light blue on, maybe some rooftops. Look, check out your reference, you'll see what needs a little bit of light blue. Probably not very much. Not very much. Little bits in there. I mean, mean, look at that.
And I'm
We've
done.
pretty much smashed it. Leonardo da Vinci said, art is never finished, only abandoned. So
That's
remember
sad.
that. It is a bit sad, isn't it? So remember that when you decide to
Where's my beautiful pot noodle?
leave it alone. Get the kettle on, love. Get the kettle on. There we go. And then I think we've done it. Daisy. Oh, Daisy's busy. She's getting the kettle on. Pot noodle. It's nice work, that one. Look at the tree here. I think we've done all right. Let's have a look. Brilliant.
Is that enough?
Yeah. No, I'll put a bit more in. I'll have coffee. Well done, everybody. I didn't think that was going to be a bit more stressful. We've done quite a good job there, and I've seen a few of the paintings coming in. Message me the paintings or add them to the thread. When I'll finish the video in like 10 minutes, and then it'll upload onto the page, so you can watch it back if you've missed anything.
Now I get to do my. Has the paint dried?
Days.
Yeah. Hello.
Thanks to my daughter, Vincetta, for another amazing piece of work. You happy with your work? Yeah, don't forget, there's a PayPal link if you want to send us some money, brilliant. And also we do Zoom calls for parties. It's fun. Huh? I've said that already. Am I boring you? Boring daughter. Okay, so should we have a look at your painting in a frame? Let's get Daisy's out of the frame. There's Papa. Thanks, Helen. I think it worked out all right. Right, let's get yours in here. Who's a fat little piggy?
You.
Oh, nice.
I love you.
Oh, thanks, love you too. Right, should we see what your painting looks like in the frame?
A fat Don't know where I got that from.
Should we see what your painting looks like in the frame? So we're lucky, we've got this frame. So I spent ages chiseling out the back because it doesn't really work. So. And look what happens. Come on, you stand up. Oh, your legs tired with your old age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we need to do this.
Do some shout outs.
Shout out list! Archie, maybe Henry, Danny, Anne, Karis, Granny and Papa, Freddie, Seb and Mia. I heard Betsy somewhere. Was Betsy? I heard Betsy somewhere.
I'm not sure, I think there was somewhere, yeah. Hello, just say hello.
And Jasmine.
Yay! Here's your beautiful picture. Daisy, hold it up. Look at that fancy in a frame. Fancy pantsy in a frame. You're going to hold it up? I'll take a photo. Ah, look at that. Yeah, well done everybody. What was I going to say?
This
got-
smells like fish pie.
It smells like fish pie. What's wrong with you? We're going to paint Picasso next week, same time, same place. Share and all that.
Okay, we need to get the pot noodles out. I heard it go off. Where's the pot noodles? Where's the pot noodles?
I don't know. Just wait.
We
Just...
need to know where they are. No, that's the rubbish. Where's the pot noodle? Dad,
Okay, it's all kicking off in here. Daisy can't find the pot noodles, so I think the artist is going to throw a bit of a tantrum.
Them. I got
Oh, mummy's on, look.
Oh,
Go
hello.
say hello to your mummy.
Hello. Hello. I found my pot noodle.